Welcome back. I'm your host, Darnell Jackson. In this crypto report, we're going to be talking about forget Waldo, where's Bitcoin? But before we do, make sure you subscribe to your favorite channel on YouTube, Darnell Jackson Crypto. Okay, let's jump over to the agenda. We are right now, everybody's all excited because Bitcoin has got some momentum and it is going up. It's going up. It's going up right now. So I want to talk about where's Bitcoin? Where is it and where is it going? Make sure you post in the comments your prediction so we can all benefit from your infinite knowledge. First thing I want to do is jump over to the headlines that are talking about what Bitcoin has been doing. First article from Cointelegraph by Jordan Finseth. He's talking about Bitcoin price blasts through 43K, hitting its highest price since May. That rhymes. Good title there, Jordan. He's talking about Bitcoin price rallied to a multi-month high of 43,231 on August 6th, and this allowed the digital asset to break free of the trading range it has been stuck in since May. So here we are in July. It's been stuck in that range for going on 3 months. Data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView shows that after trading sideways through the early morning hours on Friday, bulls staged a rally that lifted the price of Bitcoin to an intraday high of 43,231. Bitcoin's spike was a major development for its price, as noted by pseudonymous analyst Rect Capital, because this was the first time BTC was able to break out of its multi-month trading range. All right, so here's a tweet. Rect Capital is saying Bitcoin has fully confirmed a breakout from its multi-month range. He says that BTC has successfully claimed the 200-day EMA as support, a long-term gauge of investor sentiment towards Bitcoin. Bitcoin has also successfully claimed the 21-week EMA as support, a bull market indicator. The market is getting bullish. The overall cryptocurrency market cap now stands at 1.719 trillion, and Bitcoin's dominance rate is 46.2. Okay, so that's the report from Cointelegraph. Bitcoin's taking off. CoinDesk is reporting on it well. And they're talking about some analysts are optimistic about the broad crypto rally and see further upside, especially for Ether. Now, Ethereum took off too. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Make sure we get Ethereum on the board. Ethereum's at 2900. It's easy to get them mixed up. So Ethereum really ripped and took off also. And so you can see right now some analysts are optimistic, and so everybody's getting all happy and it's up right now. So people think it's going to keep going up. Everything is going to keep just going up and up and up and up. Bitcoin's rally above 42,000 is an encouraging sign. And they're talking a little bit more about Ether. The bulk of Ether options activity has been concentrated in the higher strike, longer duration calls or bullish bets. They're talking about the call options and some of this boring stuff. So what do you think? Where do you think Bitcoin is? Where is it going? Let's jump over to our favorite our favorite contrarian voice in the world of crypto, and that's the crypto whale. The crypto whale is the most logical bear in this current market. He's got this tweet that he's putting up here, and he asks, where do you think Bitcoin is in the market cycle? And he's got this image of the market cycle from discovery to deflation. So let's look at all of the steps. I'm going to zoom this up here. Go full screen on YouTube so you can see everything. Accumulation is smart money starts buying. Notice this is at the bottom. Shout out to everybody that got in on Pulse. Shout out to everybody that got in the accumulation phase on Pulse. Trend emergence. This is where you're starting to see higher highs, higher lows. Shakeout. That's where we get a little bit of a dip early and it sells, causes the weak hands to sell. Then you keep going up and momentum starts building. Next thing you know, the first sentiment, optimism, reaches moderate extreme. Then a bear trap, correction fed by overvaluation concerns and premature fears that the cycle has ended. So you're going to get a little crash. Then it's going to recover, renewed optimism. As it goes up, here comes the FOMO. This is when everyone wants to jump in because it's already made it so far. Now look at it. When it's FOMO, look how far it's come. It's already come so all the way this far. So that tells you how much money people make when you FOMO in and they cash out. Then it gets to the very top and everybody says it's different this time. Then you get that first little dip, shot across the bow, breaks the animal spirits. Then the bull trap, where people will think to buy the dip. It responds. This is a big mistake people make at this point. The lower high. Notice this high is lower than the other peak. When it spikes up, people just believe it's going to go past the previous high. It doesn't. It crashes. Breakdown begins the deflation phase, confirms change in trend. Then it drops. Fear and capitulation. The crowd psychology turns pessimistic. Sellers show in earnest. And then it's down in the sad range where it's bottom fishing and it's bouncing up and down and people think it's going to do something really substantial, but it just disappoints. And then the last step is the despair. End of bear. All hope is lost. Residual selling dries up. This is interesting chart here on market cycles from discovery to deflation. So in this process, where do you think we are? Let me jump back to the tweet. And did Crypto Well say where he thinks we are? Here's some comments. Someone saying we're in a bull trap to a lower high. Some people are saying we're in a renewed optimism. Some people think we are below the peak. Some people think we're below the peak. Here's an honest person that says, I have no idea. We gotta like that. We gotta like that he likes that. Crypto Well says he doesn't know. He likes that he admits that he doesn't know. So what do I think? I think, in my opinion, that we are somewhere like this. We're in a situation where we are not going to all-time highs right now. We are not going to all-time highs. What's going to happen, and I believe what you see right here, the lower high is what's going to happen. Let me jump over to Bitcoin price so we can talk about it. When you look at Bitcoin over a year, you can see where it spiked up in here, 60,000, and then it went down, up, Okay, here's the 64 over here. After it got to the 64, if I can find it here, 63, 64, it went down, and then you notice here, this is that lower high. And people thought it would get back up to the 60s, and it just never did. And it slowly just came down, came down, came down, and came down. I predict that it's going to do the exact same thing. We'll get all the way up maybe to the high 40s, maybe even 50, but it's going to stop and come all the way back down to maybe 28 again is where it was before it made this run. Why? Because there's too many negatives in the actual economy. There's way too many negatives. Way too much negative news. You got another lockdown coming up. You got employment is not right. You got people not living right all over the economy, and that is going to cause an issue in stocks. And if it's an issue in stocks, it's going to be a problem in crypto. You got real estate that's double the price in rent it was last year. You got how many people not even paying their rent because of COVID. You got how many loans in forbearance that are owned by landlords. You got how many people are out of work. You got how many people in the hospital. You don't have any of the ingredients that are going to give you an all-time high in terms of the performance of crypto. So I think it's going to be an opportunity to short the market. We're at 43,190. Let's see how far it goes. I think if it gets up to say 49, that would be a time to short it. It's not going to all-time highs. If you if you bought Bitcoin at the previous peak in the 60s, you're not about to get your money back. Not yet. You're going to wait a little bit longer. It's just making you think that you're going to get your money back. So if you're in it at 60,000 and you're like, man, I need to go up a little bit more so I can sell. I'm not telling you to sell now and take 40. I'm telling you that it's not going up to 60. So what you're going to have to do is continue to wait. Continue to wait if you don't want to sell. Or you could take a loan against your Bitcoin and you don't have to sell it. You can just take a loan from it. Use it as collateral. All right, so that's the video. I want to thank you and every single one of you for liking this video. If you didn't like this video, share it with somebody who will. If you don't find a video that you like, keep watching videos until you find one that you like. And if you watch all the videos and you don't like none of them, then share every video that you like. Until tomorrow, one.